Starting from the gold lane, we have Moscow. He remains very vulnerable during the early phase of the game. Also, he is very squishy too. But once you get the crit items combined with lifesteal, he can almost take on any hero. The attack speed greatly helps in constantly getting the regen from the lifesteal items. And it will almost take 2 to 3 heroes with CC to counter him. That is why we can see this hero with a 55% win rate on the leaderboard. Mia is another hero that is so weak in the early game, any player would get angry when they see Mia getting picked. Yes, that's how weak she is considered. But we all know how effective and deadly she turns out to be with the rapid blow of her attacks from her passive. Also, the ultimate helps her a lot in going invisible and repositioning her. She is currently with a 52% win rate on the leaderboards. Next is Clint, and the popularity he has been getting after the M3 is just overwhelming. He is one of those marksmen that don't struggle that much during the early game. His late game effectiveness is still debatable with the hybrid build, but according to me, he is quite effective with the full damage build. His passive greatly enhances the crit damage from builds and can burst down enemies without any defense item. He is currently holding a 55% win rate on the leaderboard. Since MM is that category that becomes very efficient during late game, I would like to add Irithel to the list due to her high mobility and explosive damage ability. She has a win rate of 57% on leaderboard. So if you are up for it, you should go for it. Let's get into experience lane category. Coming to the next late game monster, we have Argus. I don't even need to explain the reason. He just gets inside the gang, finishes off the squishies, and his job is done for the team to handle. Okay, some of you might not agree with me, so answer me this question. Would you go against a full build Argus in the late game, and which hero would you use? He is currently holding a 57% win rate on the leaderboard. We all may underestimate the monkey, but we cannot underestimate the damage he does when he has his items with him. Reducing armor and increasing the penetration, Sun can be a huge threat not only in pushing turret but also in solo dealing damage to the enemies. You might take any hero in mind, but we will all take a step back when facing a full build Sun. He is currently holding a 55% win rate on leaderboard. Let's get into the mid lane heroes. And Vale is one of the heroes that all of us fear. We will have many strategies in our mind to counter him. But we all will also fear the knock-up second skill followed by ultimate, which can easily one-shot any hero except tanks. Yeah, Athena's shield protects too, but you will have to sacrifice one slot for that. He is currently holding a 53% win rate on the leaderboards. Next will be the current most popular mage, Sicilian. The second skill area CC and positioning enemies with the stacked damage of his passive helps him gain excessive burst damage. And also he becomes very hard to kill while he is using the ultimate. Sicilian is currently with a 56% win rate on the leaderboard. Coming to the last category of the heroes, we have junglers. And the small hero Olus will be the one we will talk about at first. You get the damage from mid-game too, but the range of his basic attack and skill does not increase in that period. So I can say level 12 is the sweet spot. Once it reaches level 12, he just massacres the enemy. I rarely lose any Olus game. He holds a win rate of 55% on the leaderboard. We all know what happens when we go to the late game with Aldous. He punches the beep out of enemies. The damage he gets from his stakes and the shield from his passive both helps in the durability and makes him sustain more in the team fight. It's like the more you go into the late game, the more chances Aldous will have to control and alter the game. Aldous currently has a win rate of 56%. And that was all from the list of heroes that never lose in the late game.